Peach was one of the people in the Polish Blackface over the weekend as well.
Now that
I heard
was
that
something totally different.
That's what the haircut was for.
I don't
They had
know.
to get rid of it for Blackface.
Is that show in any way like canceled yet?
Oh, it's also Peach's birthday, real quick, by the way. Just want to give him a quick shout out for that.
Happy birthday, Peach.
Happy birthday, PG.
But yes,
So those that don't know, over the weekend in Poland, there's something that appears to be like American Idol meets
America's
karaoke.
Got Talent.
This fire.
It's their version of it.
Guess the singer, Mass Singer. What is it?
I don't know if they needed to guess.
put Black Mask. That's crazy.
You're like, who's that under that black face? See how she's looking? She's like, who is that? I don't know who that is.
So some clips surfaced. I believe the first one was the fake Kanye, which was doing Stronger.
Yeah.
With the graduation glasses on.
Wait, that actually kind of looks like Kanye.
So when I first saw this clip, someone said, look, Kanye's back out in Poland. And in my head, that made sense.
Yeah.
Kanye would perform in Poland off graduation and dress like he did in 2007.
Took the walk there.
Then I started to look a little bit and I was like, that looks like Blackface.
You know from experience?
You know, it was 8th grade.
Well,
It was-
Kanye, the Kanye character, he does look like Kanye.
It actually is good.
Yeah, he looks like Kanye. Now,
Then as the time
Kendrick,
passed,
the Kendrick guy, that is like, all right, who's behind this show? Which network is producing this? This show has to be canceled, I'm guessing.
probably.
There's no way that this show can continue after. And is this something that they do every year? Or is this the first year? Like, I need more. What is happening to where now you can put blackface performers on television and have them perform?
But you got
Just go to a SEC school.
In other countries, it's not
Yeah.
This year.
The stigma, exactly. The stigma of blackface in Poland is not this. It doesn't have the same history as it does in America. Like, it's to us, yeah, from the outside, it's fucked up. But to them, this is art.
If I'm in America,
It's enough art to put on a whole production and make it a show. They're not doing this in private.
They had a lot of time to
This
cancel
is a
it.
televised event.
There's like 25 background dancers, all in perfect choreography. And these guys did not miss a single English rhyme.
no.
You think they rehearsed in blackface?
Oh, absolutely. You have
I think they were dedicated.
Like, how much polish?
it's called
do
the
you
dress
go through?
rehearsal.
Yeah.
You got to go all the way out. It has to be like a full out rehearsal.
You
It's
just,
like,
throw, you just throw like the under eyes on, like
Yeah.
like a football game.
yeah. Like, listen, just put it under the eyes and go out there and do your best Kendrick montage.
I'm just upset the guy that played Drake, they didn't try to do like a last minute audible and be like, just be Khaled. He looked like Blackface Khaled.
And
He
that's-
looked like Khaled tanning too much in Miami. Like he's been on the jet ski for way too long.
This is crazy, man. This is just I don't understand how this. Like, we can't do this in America.
Well, I
Well,
mean, to
they-
Julian's point,
yeah,
it's drastically
But
different.
this is American culture. These songs, these artists that they're portraying is like
He's
this.
Canadian.
This is American culture.
Also, I don't want to get too deep down the music industry conspiracies, but this had to be cleared by all the major labels.
Does
oh,
it?
Shit, I
To
didn't even,
use
To use Hotline Bling,
to use the audio, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
yeah, all this was cleared. I'm
Wow.
not saying they watched, this may have been live. I'm not saying they watched it, but they definitely cleared.
But does Universal have a division in Poland? Because then it would go through the local label.
Yeah,
You know
for
how
sure.
we have
I don't know if there's a Universal Poland. There's definitely Universal
Probably.
Sweden.
I was going to say that they would probably go to their local, which would be their offices, which would probably be in Sweden.
Just some dude that was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably one of these guys.
Yeah. He's
They
performing.
They probably work at Universal. That's why they were able to do this. They were in the office like, I have an idea.
This is disgusting, man. This is crazy. I don't know.
I'm
I
not
can't believe that
surprised,
this
no.
is still. No, I'm surprised. that
Even
this
as
is on-
that, he tried to do the half moon.
You got the mannerisms done pretty well, though.
No, they rehearsed. They put time in. They put time in with this shit. This isn't something that they just was like, let's just do this and let's try it. This is something that they've been working on and waiting to debut to the world.
Look at the judge with this serious face. He's like, yeah, that is Drake.
That's what no one brought up. Every time they cut to the judges, how seriously intrigued they were about judging.
They're watching every movement.
Like it's a bunch of Simon Cowells that are really ready to make a proper judgment of how Blackface Hotline.
Yes, I
Bling
think
was.
you did the black.
Listen, I know that we're in a time now where nobody really gives a shit about anything. People are offended for 10 minutes and then they're on to the next thing to be offended about. But the fact that this is still something that is being produced and shot and aired on television in 2023 is, to me, just fucking insane. Like, no matter how you cut this is some racial shit.
Different cultures.
Yeah, but it's still racist. Racism is
It's not universal across the board. They never had
A
slavery.
white person dressing up in blackface.
Shut up, Julian.
I'm saying
is
Poland didn't
offensive.
enslave black people. It's
I don't
a
care
different
who,
history.
I don't care who didn't enslave black people.
How is that
That's-
a shut up, Julian?
That's still offensive to black people.
It's offensive to us because we're black in America. There's fucking black people in Poland.
Yeah, but nobody in the world should be doing things that
That's
offend.
what. So we're saying the world universally has to respect America's laws around
I'm saying that the
racism?
world
It's
has
actually
to
some
respect.
American arrogant shit.
It's a very arrogant.
They
statement.
probably
They don't
don't
have to
even know
respect black
that.
people.
No, they don't know the
mean
history of blackface.
The connotation means nothing to them. There is no this is bad because of this. It's not that. This is we're
then
doing
that's-
this for the art
that-
form.
Yeah,
of
not
it.
even
That's-
America
Then
respects
that's
blackface.
whoever, because this is a huge production. This is television.
A Polish production.
So somebody
In
that works
Poland.
there needs to research it and see, like, could this be offensive? Could
You
this
know how
be-
much shit that we say that's so arrogant. There's so much stuff that we say and do that we put out that we don't even think. We're like, oh, if it doesn't offend me, then it doesn't offend anyone. And we put shit out. Look at like all these fucking major brands here that do. I'm struggling to think one off the top of my head, but there's so many campaigns that go out that have ultimately get pulled back because of the cultural implication, because people don't think to look into it, because
Mhm.
everyone assumes if it doesn't offend me, then it offends no one.
Mhm.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, but we just saw Jamie Foxx almost get canceled after he almost died, and we prayed for him for 3 weeks for saying something that was offensive when he wasn't trying to be offensive at all.
That's another. You're kind of supporting my point.
Didn't do whiteface in Living Color.
How am I supporting your point?
I'm just saying, like the point, like that is my point, though. It's like people have different relations to things that happen because they're bringing in their biases and their past experience and their like historical context that fits their profile. So if someone says, "Yo, Jamie, that pisses me off," because ABC, Jamie, from his point of view, his perspective is like, "What? Like, what do you even?" I don't even know what you're talking about. That's the point. Like people project their emotions onto situations half the time they're not even involved with.
Yeah, but the Jamie Foxx thing that's different. He what he said, people tried to turn that into him meaning something that he didn't.
Is that
mean.
not
This
kind of what
blackface?
this is?
No.
Because to them, this is a broad stroke of might be a false comparison. In this case, they're the Jamie Foxx in this situation. It's a wild stretch, but in their mind, they didn't do anything harmful. To their culture, this means nothing. It's harmless. It's theater. They're
It's a
doing a
costume
live show. It's a costume show. To us, the outsiders, the Jennifer Anistons in this situation, we're like, that's fucked up. You're offending me as a black man in America. These are white people in Poland.
So let me ask you something. So you think that these same white people in Poland, if they had the same type of production and they brought some people out and had them shackled looking like slaves, that they wouldn't think that that's offensive? Because that didn't happen. That's not Polish culture. That like they don't know that that's offensive?
Slavery, I
That's
think,
different.
is more universal to the world than blackface
Yeah.
is. Blackface is, from my understanding, a very specific American thing
It is.
that happened in a time period.
And right, it's an American thing that happened in an American time period, and we know that it's offensive and it's racist. This is American culture that they're performing. This is American music. These are American artists, black American artists. Kendrick is a black American artist. Kanye is a black American artist. You mean to tell me that somebody over there in this big production for this television show,
Yeah, yes,
somebody did not think that would be offensive?
small, because we're watching multiple performances with lights.
So, do you think-
dancers,
do you think-
a theater full of people?
So all right, so cool. Theater full of people, lights, cameras, action. You mean to tell me that nobody on that staff over there, not one single person,
yeah,
would
seems to
see
be.
that, yo, this
Julian, I think
may
you're just dying on the
be
hill.
I'm not
offensive?
dying on the hill. We're watching it happen. Obviously, no one shut it down. We're
Okay,
watching
but that
it
doesn't
happen.
mean that he's not asking.
Matter of fact, they
if
did
someone
rehearsals
shut
and
it down.
said, let's spray paint them black.
Obviously, nobody shut it down because we're watching it right now. What Mal is telling you is, do you think nobody knew that this might be offensive and just said they just didn't?
I'm
give a
not
fuck?
saying that can't be true, but I'm also saying there have been things in the past where offensive things have been pushed through to go live. We've seen that happen all the time. Companies pulling back the fucking Gucci with the sweater with the monkey face on it. Like the kids in that sweater. Like
H&M.
we see shit like the H&M, whatever. We see shit like that all the time. They get pushed through the chains, the powers that be. They get approved. And then once you hit the matter of public opinion, now you're susceptible to everybody's emotional vulnerabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Was
And
it
then
offensive?
that's when people push back. Look, this isn't cool. Obviously, I'm not like they should do what they want. It's not to their call. Yeah, it's fucked up. But I can also see from their perspective, this means nothing to them other than an art, and they're just doing theater.
Or does it mean that they really just don't give a fuck?
I don't think they would do.
Probably
I don't
both.
think it's that.
Okay.
Was it offensive when Channing Tatum dressed up like a woman and did Beyonce in a similar show to this one?
Well, with the agenda that's going on now, no, that's actually
I'm
progressive.
just curious.
Or like Robert Downey Jr.'s blackface in Tropic Thunder. I thought that was fucking hilarious. He killed that character.
Mm-hmm.
He eventually had to come back when everyone started caring about black people.
But
He had to go out and apologize for that role.
Yeah, but
at the time, it was a box office hit.
yeah, but the thing is, even in the movie, they knew what his character was trying to do, and they were like actively addressing it. Like, yo, you're not black.
That kind of was the bit.
But that
he
was
was
the
doing
point.
it was
It
a
was a bit.
blackface bit.
It was a
Yeah,
black
but it's never acceptable. That's the
that's
point.
not. No, that's not.
He apologized years later.
Yeah, but it's a little different with that. I
It's
know
Always
I know
Sunny
the
did a
comparison
face
you're
in
trying to make,
blackface.
but in Tropic Thunder, what Robert Downey Jr. did was they knew what obviously they was doing. It was like, yo, you're gonna be blackface. Like,
It's Always Sunny took a similar angle. They had an episode they had to erase from their history because one of the characters was in blackface. When the show became too popular, once again, when people started caring, they had to ultimately take the episode down like 15 years after it came out.
mhm.
It was on Hulu, it was streaming. You could get it anywhere. And then they scrubbed it off the internet.
It's still, you know, and I get it. It happens in
Jimmy Kimmel,
we see it.
blackface,
Yeah,
Charles Barkley.
we see
Sarah
it.
Silverman.
See it all the fucking time.
Howard Stern,
Yeah, like
like,
that's my point. We see it all the time.
but the people know that
Every white girl on Facebook's high school photo.
that's offensive.
Rory.
You're
In
saying-
America, we know it's offensive.
Right. But you're saying that if these people know who Kanye is and Kendrick is and know their songs, I'm willing to bet that they know that blackface is offensive.
NewRoryNMal.